as a practical matter, a very large percentage of students that are now being forced into college, and they aren't capable of it. They aren't emotionally ready. They've come from broken homes.
Oh, yeah.
They have not had a good preparation, and they go into college because they're forced to, and they just waste money.
Like a sheep into the slaughter.
It's unbelievable. And they party, and they have fun, and they have all this stuff, and they waste a lot of money, and they go in debt, and it ruins their life.
And you know what's going on? They go into all this trap not knowing about it.
That's exactly correct.
And when they graduate and become whoever they study to become, they have all this big debt.
That's right. And rarely do people ever use anything they studied.
No, and sometimes there is no work for them.
And most of the time. So what we say is, listen, relax, go get a job, learn a trade, find out what you want to do. Maybe what you'll do is you'll go and you'll work hard, and you'll say, I want a college degree because I don't want to work hard.
Or find what you like to do.
Exactly, and then just be great at it.
Exactly.
No matter what it is you choose, just be honest, be forthright, and be as good as you can at it, and you'll have a wonderful life. You see, so many people are foisted into college that just don't belong there. I talk to so many people.
Okay, these are people who are kind of fighting for a life.
Yes.
But what do you would say for those who are scared? Those who quit? Those who say, you know what, I don't believe in college, I don't believe in school, everything is going down, I'd rather stay here on the streets and sell drugs and stuff like that. Is there a way out? Is there a solution? Is there a philosophy that you can impart into them so they can change and become somebody? Because they have potential. I believe they have potential.
Oh, they certainly do.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm trying to do, and I know the churches are trying to do, is I'm trying to get these young people together in an environment that is positive.
All right.
For a while, they just come and hang, and they come in and they're reinforced for little tiny things that they accomplish. Instead of being beaten down, they're pushed up.
Exactly.
And they become all of a sudden more comfortable. Coming to the locker room to play a sport, even though that you aren't great enough to become in the pros, you can still get pretty good at it.
Okay.
And that's what we're trying to do. Is we're trying, and I know the churches are trying to do it. But you see, it can't be a political thing. One of the things where the churches make a mistake, that God bless them, it's wonderful, but they're all so concerned about their own turf.
Oh,
so they all become teeny.
Their vision is limited.
Exactly. And many of them, see, as a practical matter, many people start churches for the wrong reason. They start it for the tax advantage. They start it for the fact that they think they can get tax-free income.
That's what I call clergy corruption.
That is a crap, you see. But if they could all get together, to me, if many of them could get together and have one facility instead of blowing their brains out with the rent for all these places, they could all, help the community together, all thinking well and so on, and get rid of this turf issue in the politics, then all of a sudden the young people would start to understand, they'd start to lift. Now the biggest thing, honestly, is fixing broken homes.
Oh, yeah.
We got a terrible situation. As we were just talking a second ago with this Mike Murdoch, Wisdom Key, information we're just looking at, John, is what basically is happening is people don't have role models. They have the wrong role models. Their male role models. Yeah, the male role model is the drug dealer.
Models. There is an instinct inside of us who's looking for a role model, but they have the wrong role models.
That's right. Yeah, the drug dealer is the role model.
Yeah, the rappers singing, talking about.
And it doesn't mean that we aren't we aren't excited about having people who are talented musicians. That isn't the point. The point is, there's got to be role models that treat women properly and respect the law and do the things that young people need to be taught, or as Murdoch again was saying, you become a victim of your environment. You have a dad that beats the mother, you have no respect for women, and they grow up that way. Now if you have a dad that is breaking the law, doing this and that, then the law is something to be bent. The law is something to be getting around. And what we've done is we've built a society of getting over on people.
Yeah.
And that's where they're proud. They'll say, oh, I beat this person out of such and such. Instead of saying, I helped that person.
I ran on top of him.
It's very unfortunate. You see, and there's a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done.
It's true. Yeah. It's true.
One of the biggest things is financially. We've built a society, to a great degree, that is a society that expects to be getting something for nothing.
Something. Oh,
And
my
the problem is they're getting it. They're getting it.
You know what? You know what? It's becoming their blueprint.
It is.
You know why? Because they receive from their
That's right,
parents.
exactly.
Who's
Some of
waiting
the second-
for the government
That's
to
right.
help them.
Some
And
are
so-
second and third generation. I've got people we talked to about getting involved. So I can't do it right now. My attorney said to be careful because I might not get my housing and the food stamps and my check every month if I have income coming in. So I better not do this income thing. Oh my heavens!
I see.
What a horrible scenario, huh? What a horrible
You know what?
situation.
You know what? This thing, what the system is doing is teaching people how to become like that.
What we're doing is we're enabling people.
Yeah,
We're enabling people.
you know, because everyone got they're healthy, they
Right.
can work,
That's
they
right.
can think, they
That's
can
right.
go to school, they can push themselves to the next level to become
Exactly.
something
Right.
and be useful for the society. But what they do is just wait and depend on something, and the laziness come out of inside of them, making them become so like unuseful.
Exactly.
Unuseful.
Yep.
And you know what's going on? Is the majority.
That's right.
And whoever stands up to talk about it, oh, he's a Republican.
Right.
He's against the poor.
It's so
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
It is crazy. Yep. Exactly. So it's got to be straightened out, and it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot to straighten out.
Yeah. You know, because my vision and what I was I believe God put inside of me is to motivate people
Right.
for their best.
That's right.
Because that's what Jesus, when he came, that's what he did.
Exactly.
He said, oh, I can't see, so no, yes, you can see. If you believe, everything is possible. Oh, I can walk, you know what?
Can you
give me your hand.
Can you
follow
imagine
me.
if Jesus had said,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, don't try to see, don't try to see. I'll just send you a check every month. Close your eyes.
You don't have to see so you can go to work.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
If you see, you'll have to walk. If
got
you
to-
walk, your legs will be sore. And see,
And then you're going to have to work.
But he
You're
didn't
going to
do
have to
that.
sweat.
But he didn't do that.
No, he said
Just
no.
the opposite. You see, so people, I think a lot of it too is people don't have people don't have faith. You know, they've really lost faith in government. They've lost faith in schools. They've lost faith in pretty much everything.
Have you ever heard about that book, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill? It's just recently.
You told me about that recently.
You know what?
and,
You know what he talks in the book? He said you just mentioned people don't have faith. You know what's wrong with the religion now? There is a lot. Like the majority of religion it's fear, faith based teaching.
Right, exactly.
They put fear in the people.
Yeah, see, that's where the Catholic Church, and I'm not picking on them, kind of went astray. Is it became a very, very guilt-based.
Exactly.
Religion.
Exactly. Oh, you need
And people-
to walk on your knees for 2 miles in
Right.
order to be forgiven because
Right.
the wrath of God is upon you.
You had to come in constantly and get forgiveness for how horrible you were.
You are.
And you see, that doesn't work, you know? I mean, we should be proud of what we do. Now, if we've done bad things, then we should be proud. But if we can zero in on the positives, not dwell on the negatives, you see, the things work so much better.
Because you grow at your feet.
Yes, you do.
Exactly, right? That's why I like there is only a few of ministers that I listen to that build me up. Whenever I finish listening to them, I feel better.
Right.
I don't only feel better, I get the insights.
Right.
And if I'm running 20 miles an hour, I'll start running 40 because
Right.
they just
Energize.
load me with good things.
They energize.
And the goodness of the Lord and stuff like that,
That's
and
right.
telling me that God is for me. You can make it. Stand up and fight. You can win. You are a champion. You can make it. You know what? There is nothing impossible. You can work it out. You can study out. You can figure it out. You know, and go ahead and do it. You have a future. You have skills. You are here with a mission, with a vision. You know, don't let your vision die. You know, stuff like that. And that makes me, you know what? Man, that is something that I can offer to the world that haven't been offered before.
Right.
And when you believe in those kind of teaching, you become better.
And
you do better.
That's right. And when people have accomplishments, even if they're minor ones, they're so proud. They become so proud, and it just lifts them. Their whole
They're so happy,
It's just
and they
unbelievable.
talk to everybody. You know,
little things, you know. People need successes. Everybody needs successes, and we just got to somehow we got to figure out how to get them out of this. You know, have your pants all the way down on the ground, and just where does that come from? See, it's that whole. It's that impact that trying to make everybody feel like you're part of the club. That whole gang thing.
it's the
you know
things
what I'm saying?
that I would say. I'd rather be loved for who I am than hated for who I'm not.
I guess.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are frightened. They're very frightened about being alone. So
Rejected.
because of it, their peer pressure puts lots of pressure on them to be like them. I mean, the slang. Look at the way people sometimes talk. You can't understand what they're saying. It isn't that they aren't intelligent.
No.
They can speak.
No, of course.
But they've gone to this ebonics. They've gone to this use of other words because it becomes kind of stylish, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they've got it from the rap music and all that stuff. And I'm not critical of them as musicians.
Mm-hmm.
I'm critical of them. I mean, listen to the words.
Oh, yeah.
The words, I mean, it is just caustic, some of the stuff that's going on.
Proud-based words,
You
like
know,
vanities,
it
all
is
of
just
that.
unbelievable, you know, what happens. And young people are so misled.
One thing, the reason why I'm doing this, like the main reason why is because I really admire you. How old are you now?
I will be 64 in November.
Yeah,
Going
64.
on 29.
You're going to be 64.
Right.
And this is a man that wakes up every day. He lives in New Hampshire. This is a different state. He comes all the way to Boston to work.
Not every day. I come down here 2 or 3 days a week.
Okay, but still, every time I see him, he's motivated. He's ready to talk to somebody about his business and what he does, and he's always, you know, energetic. Always, you know, you could be home and then waiting for your check every week, and then sit down and you know having fun in your lake, because I know there's a lot of lakes down there up in New Hampshire. But he's here trying to help people. See, just to talk about you know, like, what do you do? What drives you? Why are you doing this? And all of that.
So many people need our help. I get my energy back through people who are helped. Exactly. The more positive energy I put out, the more help I give, the more positive energy I get back. It's restoring.
Okay.
It's unbelievable. And then of course we work with a lot of young people, and we get them motivated so that they're not doing the bad things and trying to get over on people. And that whole positive energy lifts us even further. You know, we're like pastors building a church. We're just building a company. Yeah. It's the same exact concept.
You want to talk a little bit about the company too?
Yeah, just briefly. I mean, we're looking for people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, which is most. We're looking for people who are unemployed or underemployed, which is most. And just looking to give them hope and opportunity to become something. And in this country, John, people who are licensed make the money. People who aren't licensed do the work. It always has been, always will be.
It's true.
You go to a
It's like
doctor.
cash flow quadrant.
It is
The
Robert
other side.
Kiyosaki's whole Rich Dad, Poor Dad in a nutshell.
It's true.
And you go to a doctor. Number one, the doctor and the nurses are never on time. You wait for them. If you came in late, they would assess you a fine. Now they finally come in. The people who make very little money do the blood pressure check and all the stuff and run all around. The doctor comes in for 2 minutes. How you doing? Nice to see you here. Okay, see you later. Pay the girl on the way out. The doctor makes $500. They make $8 an hour. You go to a law firm, the paralegals and all the people that are doing the research and the work are scurrying around, doing all the briefs and putting this thing together. The attorney walks in after playing 18 holes, walks in, takes a look at it, says, you did a great job, give her $25 an hour.
You see, they work smart.
They do.
And the other people work hard.
That's right.
That is two types of work.
That's right.
Work smart and work hard.
Right.
And Maxwell, you know, John Maxwell says something about working hard. It doesn't mean, if you're working hard, doesn't mean you're going to have a big result. Remember that?
That's right.
How he quotes it?
You know what it really is? It's about processing work or creating work. If you process work, you'll never make any money.
Okay.
Because somebody else is telling you what to do and they're measuring what you're doing. It's called a job.
And it's a hard work.
And you're being managed.
Okay.
If you create work, what you're able to do is own the business, control your destiny, be a wonderful role model, show other people what it looks like,
Be the owner of your
have
time.
them learn from you, and build an empire. And that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. And then, of course, the fact that we are not selling notions and potions, we're literally helping people protect their families, which most people aren't, getting out of debt, which most people need, and retiring in dignity and making sure their kids go to school without graduating with $150,000 worth of debt. See, those are good things. That's what we do.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep.
So thank you for this blog.
Good.
We're going to have to
That's
do it
good.
once
Yeah.
more
Oh,
time.
no, we'll do it anytime. Good.
All
No
right.
problem.